to another edition of the hashtag Drunken Gaming. I am your drunken dungeon daddy, Baron Von Quank. We are here doing another solo run tonight. Let me turn this music down. We're here doing another solo run tonight of Blood and Broken Things. This is my original campaign using and that is the wrong one, wrong stat sheet. But anyways, Chat GPT is my DM playing this game. So, anyways, here we are, and let me kind of move that because that is not the right one that we had up there. But for whatever reason, it is what it is. So I can probably update that real fast. Honestly, if we were supposed to level up, that's my bad. I did not do it, but we'll do that later. So let me see if I can fix this real quick. I should have had all this done before we got on, but I didn't realize that the wrong one got pulled up, so I just have to correct it. So it is what it is. It happens. How it goes. The right one. There we go. Yep. All right. So, with that being said, let me pull this back up and we are going to get this underway. Again, I am playing Craig Stonefist, which he is a barbarian fighter. Not fighter, but he's a barbarian, level 1. Recap is he fought in a series of fights, finally blacked out, fight's over, Hale's gone, and his memory is a smear of fists, sweat, and spilled beer. So we're going to go ahead and do our chug, and pardon me, I am a little bit out of sorts from last night's game. You know how it is, show must go on, so go ahead and get this underway. All right. Now, usual rules apply. I will be rolling. Nat 20s, I will have a drink. Nat 20s are just going to be an epic win. Gonna do a quick game tonight because I just have to get these screens in. Not too late, but it is. All right. So we have chugged in. We are ready to roll. And as always, let me know how sound is out there in the world. I'm going to turn on some ambiance. All right. So with that being said, here we go. All right. Where are we? All right. Your eyes snap open to the taste of blood and bile. Head pounding like a war drum. Something hard and cold digs within your ribs. Light stabs at your eyes. Wherever you ended up, it's not where you're meant to be. So First roll D100 on the blackout chaos table to decide where Crag wakes up. All right, so let's get a D100 here, and we're going to get this underway. See how these show up on camera. there. That is a 39. So here we go. Let me pull this up here. Ah, sorry, clicked the wrong thing. That should be locked. My bad. All right, let me pull this up. And hold a 39. The crag wakes up in the arms of a weeping stranger, calling him my hero. Let's let Chat GPT do this a little bit better than me. To see if it turns up. The sound last time wasn't that great, though. Here we go.
Nice. 39 on the blackout chaos table. That puts Crag. Nice. 39 on the blackout chaos table. That puts Crag here. Wakes up in the arms of a weeping stranger, calling him my hero. Session opening, based on 39. Your eyes crack open, pounding skull, reminding you of every pint you downed. You're half cradled in the arms of a stranger, a wiry young man with tear-streaked cheeks. His grip on you is tight, desperate. Thank the gods, you saved me, he whispers, voice cracking. Problem is, you don't remember saving anyone. The pit fight? The ale? All gone in a blur. But from the way he clutches you like a lifeline, whatever went down last night wasn't just brawls and booze. You've woken up in a narrow alley, stone walls damp with morning dew. Your knuckles are raw, your purse feels lighter, and this stranger won't let go. That's your launch pad for the next stream. Want me to build out a couple branching directions? Possible hooks this rescue could spin into, so you've got beats to work with live.
Okay. So I didn't catch that. All right. So we are already going. Let me just sit here and say, we've already started. Oh. Stay on. All right. The stranger's grip is white-knuckled on your arm, face pressed against your chest like he's clinging to the last rock in a flood. His voice is shaky, words tumbling out fast. The stranger says, "You saved me from them. The blades in the dark, I thought I was done for. They were going to gut me and leave me in the street, but you," he chokes back a sob, "you fought them off. Gods above, I owe you my life." You glance down, your knuckles are split and bloodied. There's dried crimson on your forearms. That isn't all yours. Around you, the alley reeks of iron and vomit. Faint trails of smeared boot prints vanish deeper into the city. Somewhere behind the stranger's words, you hear a shuffle. Someone watching, just your head still ringing from last night. What does Crag do? You want to shove this clingy bastard off? Hear more about these blades in the dark. All right, so as you guys jump in on watching this unfold, you can help me with my decisions, give me plays to make, and what to do them. So we're gonna let you guys have a chance to help control Crag in this misadventure of sorts. So what does Crag do? Well, you know what? I'm pretty certain Crag is just going to shove this guy off. Shove the weirdo away. Rip your arm free and shove him hard. The scrawny bastard stumbles back, crashing into the wet stone wall. God damn it! Really? Sorry, my voice has the worst timing. The scrawny bastard stumbles back, crashing against the wet stone wall of the alley. He flinches like you'd struck him again, arms curling up to shield his head, his eyes wide, brimmed with fear. Not at you, not exactly. No, you don't understand. They'll come back. They always come back. His voice drops to a whimper, trembling as his eyes dart down the alley shadows. The blades in the dark don't let go. You're marked now. Both of us are. You notice it then, carved into the alley wall behind him. Fresh gouges glinting in the weak morning light. A crude symbol, like a dagger drawn through a single staring eye. The kind of thing gangs leave to send a message. Your head's still pounding, your stomach lurches from the hangover, but your instincts tell you this mark wasn't here before you blacked out. Why, threaten the stranger for answers about who the blades are. Search the alley for bodies, clues, or my missing coin. I didn't realize my coin was missing. Stumble off and ignore his babbling and go find a pint to fix the hangover. Oh, I'll search the alley. You stagger down the slick cobblestone. I can't talk. You stagger down the slick cobblestones, boots crunching on broken glass. The alley smells of copper and piss, but under it, you catch something sharper. Steel, oil, blood, maybe both. You push aside a toppled crate. Beneath it, a splash of dark crimson stains the stones. Your hangover haze clears of touch as the picture starts forming. One dagger lies abandoned, its hilt wrapped in black leather, the blade still wet. A trail of drag marks streaks the ground, leading towards the far end of the alley. Whoever you beat down or whoever beat you down didn't all walk away. And tucked half under the loose brick, you spot your own coin pouch, lighter by at least half of its weight. The stranger hovers behind you, wringing his hands, voice barely a whisper. You fought 3 of them. I saw it. You laughed as you swung like the drink made you stronger, but one of them crawled off. Think he'll be back. The gouged eye and dagger mark on the wall seem to glare at you while he speaks. All right. So, found the money. What's left of it. I'm going to pick up my bag. They let them try to find it. Them coming.
Smoke? What up, Sleazy? What up, Trey?
I need to mute this. So. All right. All right. Is not muted. All right. Is not muted. All right, sorry about that. We are back. So snatch the coin pouch off the cobblestone, give it a shake, half empty, but better than nothing. Shove it into your belt. The dagger slides into your hand, easy, cold, and balanced, the kind of steel meant for back alley work. You pocket without a second thought. I can use that to buy me a drink if I need to. Then you lumber past the stranger, brushing his shoulder. He flinches like he's about to beg you again. You just look at him. They let them come. The morning streets of the city are already stirring, merchants barking, guards yawning at their posts, hungover drunks crawling from the gutters, not unlike your own. You push through it all, hunger for ale pulling stronger than the ache in your skull. You shove into the first tavern door you find, a dingy place called the Spent Torch. The barkeep looks up, unimpressed but not surprised. You slam yourself onto the stool. Morning, Stonefist. Hair of the dog, I'm guessing. He sets down a dented tankard form, spilling over the rim. Before you even ask, the room's quiet, save for two gold gamblers in the corner, and a minstrel asleep in the loot with his lute. Before you can take the first glorious pull, the tavern door creaks open. Two figures step in, dressed in ragged black leather. Eyes sharp and hungry, their hands rest easy on their belts. Too easy. Barkeep mutters under his breath, the eyes darting to you. Blades. Well, that didn't take long, so what we're going to do here is we are going to chug the drink. Just got to take them out. Didn't take long. I chug my drink. Dash one in the head. My mug. Wing. Get together. Foam barely hits your beard before you slam the tankard back down, then up, smashing it straight into the skull with the first bastard through the door. Brunch, the mug shatters, ale and blood spraying across the tavern floor. He drops like a sack of meat, clutching his head and howling. Second blade snarls, steel flashing as he whips a short sword free. But you were already moving, swinging your thick fist like a wrecking ball. Roll to hit. Unarmed strike. 11. Fist sails wide, knuckles skimming off the bastard's shoulder instead of his jaw. The blade staggers but doesn't fall. His lips curl into a grin full of bad teeth. Stone fist, eh? You're dead. He lunges, sword flashing towards your gut. Enemy roll. 17 to hit. Motherfucker. How does he have to do this? Blade sword comes in low, fast, aiming for your belly, but you just twist just enough. The edge scrapes your belt buckle and skids off leather, missing flesh. Sparks fly, but no blood. Tavern's dead quiet now, except for the gamblers muttering bets and barkeep slowly ducking behind the counter. First blade is still groaning on the floor, trying to crawl away with half his full split. All right. I will tell you this much. This thing has already fucked up since the first round. So, but that's what you get with Chat GPT. It's not the greatest DM, but you know it works. I flip on my dusters. Uh, 19 to hit. All right. Raw power 1d6 plus 4. Let's get this underway. That is a 4 on the roll. 8 damage. My fist caves into his jaw with a sickening crack. Teeth fly, blood sprays across the tavern wall, and he staggers back into the chair. It splinters under his weight. The gamblers at the corner table. We'll put this on multi-stream. All right. Gamblers at the corner table start cheering. Coins clink as they place fresh bets. The blade wobbles to his feet, clutching his face, eyes wide with rage. He spits a tooth under the floor and growls through the blood. You'll pay for that, stone fist. The blades always collect. He lunges again, desperation in his swing. He misses, so that's great. His slice is wide, steel whistling just inches from your chest, but you don't even flinch. First blade on the ground is crawling towards the door, leaving a smear of blood in his wake. So, I grapple him and You lunge forward, meaty arms wrapping around the bastard before he can dodge. Contestant grapple check. All right. I roll mine. Oh, first one of the night. Fuck me. All right. So, well, that happens. That is a 1. I need to fix that. That camera is not. There we go. There we go. All right. Well, hell. I rolled a. So I got a drink. Them's the rules. That gear. I'll play the drinking room by myself. Not as fun as having the whole table here, but you know what? Everybody's busy. They can't play, so it is what it is. All right, you grab for him, but the bastard twists just right. Instead of locking him down, you stumble forward, momentum carrying your chest first into a bar stool. It cracks under your weight, spilling you to one knee. The gamblers roll with laughter. One shouts, "Stone Fist losing it." The blade grins through his bloody mouth, sensing an opening. He rears back with his sword, aiming to drive it down into your shoulder while you're off balance. He rolls a 20. Well, that sucks. I take 5 damage. So, let's see here. My health is 16, so minus 5. That gives me 11 health. We'll try to see if we can keep track on that. So I'm at 11 health. You're on one knee, breathing steady, howling bastard right in front of you, and another crawling towards the door. Going to grab the broken bar stool. Improvised weapon. Snarl through the pain, one hand clamping the wound, the other snatching up busted bar stool. You just crashed through. Splintered legs jut out like spikes. Ugly, heavy, perfect. See here, 20, and that's 5. So fuck me, that's gonna be a fucking another miss. Oh. Swing the bar stool wide arc, but the bastard ducks low. The spiked legs slam to the tavern wall, splintering plaster and sending bottles rattling down the bar. Bartender yelps and ducks lower. God damn it, Stone Fist, knock the wall again. Blade cackles through blood, raising his sword for another slash. Luckily, he's gonna miss. His blade whistles past your ear, close enough to shear a lock of your mohawk, but you're still standing. Meanwhile, Crawling blade is almost at the tavern door, one hand outstretched, leaving a red smear across the floorboards. As I throw a stool at the crawling guy. And I'm going to go ahead and rage. You feel the blood in your veins turn molten. The pain in your shoulder burns away. The hangover vanishes in a roar, and the world narrows to violence. Rage is activated. You spin, muscles bulging, and hurl the busted stool across the tavern like it weighs nothing. All right. I don't know why he's going to roll it for me, but all right. So I hit. Great. Hey, let me do my own damn rolls. This was, I guess it's just doing this in interest of time, whatever. The gamblers leap to their feet, coins flying as they cheer. 1 shots, 10 on Stonefist. The bastard's on a goddamn storm. The blade still in front of you staggers back, eyes darting between you and his motionless comrade. His confidence is cracking, but his sword's still in his hand. Craig's raging blood pumping. One bastard still standing. Grab him. Bruh. Let me roll. I don't know why it's starting to do the rolls. Should let him roll. All right, I rolled a 3. Well, that's what I get. You go to slam him down, aiming for the table, aiming to make a statement, but the bastard's thrashing harder than you thought, and your grip slipped just enough. Instead of the table, you both crash into the bar itself. The counter cracks, mugs and bottles shattered everywhere, and the ale pouring like a waterfall. The barkeep howls, Stonefist, that's coming out of your hide. The blade is pinned under you, dazed but not broken. Blood runs down his temple, his sword clattering free as his chest heaves. He's still breathing, but the fight's all but gone from him. The gamblers are all on their feet now, chanting your name. The barkeep looks ready to throw you out with the trash. Got him helpless. All right. What do I do? Well, I'm not going to interrogate him. I really don't give a shit. Gotta finish him. Press your forearm across his throat, pinning him on an ale-soaked bar. His eyes bulge wide, hands clawing uselessly at your arm, but you're not stopping. You rear back with your other fist, knuckle dusters glinting, and bring it down like a blacksmith's hammer. All right, so get advantage. Let's see here. Well, that was an 18 before I popped it, so I'm going to call that with a 18. I know you got sands a 2, but the other dice hit it and it knocked into a 2. So, keep it. Six, 4, for this. Drop another dot. So that means I gotta freaking pick a drink again. But that is 3 on the roll. Take a half chug. Her fist crashes down, bar splinters exploding under the impact. His nose caves in with a wet crunch. Blood spraying across the counter and your beard. His body twitches once and goes slack beneath you. Tavern falls dead, except for the gamblers, who erupt in a roar of cheers. Coins clatter across the tables as they exchange winnings. One of them bellows, stone fists undefeated. Drinks are on him. Barkeep, pale and shaking, spits on the floor. No, drinks are never on him. Get out, Stonefist, and take your corpses with you. Again, their chest heaving, bloodied fists dripping, and one corpse at your feet, another broken near the door. Blades in the dark have your name now, and if this was their welcoming party, the worst will come. I'm going to search the bodies. Crouch down, knuckles dripping red, and start rifling through the bastards where they fell. The gamblers lean over, eager to see if you pull anything worth betting on. The barkeep just mutters curses, wiping blood off his counter with a rag, and that's more brown than clean. On the bodies you find 12 gold coins between the two, stuffed in greasy pouches, a pair of matching daggers, black leather grips, blades etched with the same crude iron dagger mark you saw carved into the alley wall, a rolled up scrap of parchment tucked in the belt of the one you finished. It's damp with blood, but legible. Stone fist spent torch, collected by dawn. Looks like this wasn't random. They came here for you. The gambler's whistle low. Somebody's putting coin on your head, dwarf. Pocket it all and storm out. Press the barkeeps for answers. Stay and make an example. Pin their body mark or their dagger mark to the tavern wall as a message. Oh. I'm going to throw a coin to the barkeep. Look at the daggers and the parchment. Pick up the dropped tooth, or because that's going to be my little. I pin the dagger mark. Going out. Barkeep freezes mid-wipe, but you toss a handful of bloody gold across the counter. Coins clatter and spin, a few rolling into the spilled ale. His eyes widen, but he snatches them up all the same, greed winning over fear. Barkeep says, at least you paid your tab in blood, Stonefist. You pocket the daggers and the parchment, shoving them deep into your belt. As you turn to leave, boot crunches to get something white. A tooth, still glistening with spit and blood. You pick it up and tuck it into your pouch as a trophy. On your way out, you drive the black marked daggers into the tavern wall. It quivers there, steel sunk deep into the wood beneath the carved sigil. The clear message, Stonefist doesn't scare. The gamblers cheer again as you push open the door. Morning light blinds you for a moment. Stink of the alley rushing back to greet you. Behind you, the spent torch falls quiet again, and you know the world's already spreading. The blades wanted to collect. Instead, you've just given them something new to collect for. Stumble the streets, head to the next tavern. Shoulder past the gawkers in the street, blood drying on your fists. Rage still simmering in your gut. Cities waking fast. Vendors setting up stalls. Guards yawning at their posts. and everyone takes a look at you before deciding they've got somewhere else to be. You stagger through the winding alleys until another crooked sign creaks overhead. The rusted flagon. The place looks worse than the spent torch. Warped timbers, half the shutters hanging loose, and the stink of spilled spirits leaking through the door. Inside, it's darker and meaner. The kind of place where coin changes hands under the tail when nobody asks questions. The air's thick with pipe smoke, and a low growl of conversation cuts off the minute you push in. A dozen eyes track you as you plant yourself heavy at the bar. Barkeep, a scarred woman with one ear missing, squints at you. What's your poison, Stonefist? Before you answer, a voice in the corner calls out. The blades will have your head before sunset, dwarf. Better drink fast. 3 shadows peel out of the booth, stepping slow into the lamplight. Black leathers, same dagger and eye mark each of the ear, more of the blades waiting for you. I'm gonna order a drink anyway. Drop onto a stool, blood still drying across your tunic, and slam your face on the counter. Ale, a big one, and make it quick. The scarred barkeep raises an eyebrow but doesn't argue. She slaps down a dented tankard and fills it to the brim, foam spilling over. You wrap your hand around it, take a long pull, ignoring the 3 blades closing in behind you. Tavern goes tense, every drunk and gambler staring at the scene like it's a cockfight. One of the blades, a tall bastard with a scar across his lip, steps closer. Drinking like it's your last day, Stonefist? It is. You hear steel rasp as they draw blades. The barkeep doesn't move, doesn't warn you, just leans on the bar and mutters, "Don't bleed on my floor." And finish my drink. Tip the tankard back and drain it, foam sliding down your beard, never once taking your eyes off the scarlet bastard in front of you. Ale burns hot down your throat, drowning the taste of blood. The whole tavern holds its breath. The blades tighten their grips on steel, waiting for you to flinch, waiting for you to drop the mug. Instead, you slam the empty tankard down on the bar with a thunderous crack. Wood groans, foam sprays, the sound echoes like a war drum. Crag. Now. Let's get this over with. The blades lunge as one. Initiative roll. Let's go. Seventh. Number 3. Oh, that is... Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and rage. Take my second rage. So I rage. in. Cut across your ribs only feeds the fire. You slam your fist against your chest, bellow loud enough that rattle mugs off the shelves. Rage ignites. Pain dulls to nothing. Your vision sharpens. The blade suddenly looks smaller, standing upon you. All right. So number 2. Flip around, snatching the nearest blade. Got him locked tight, his eyes bowl spit flying as he claws at the wrist. Then, with a roar, you swing him across the bar. His body smashes through the bottles and mugs, wood splintering under the impact. He slumps there in a pile of broken glass, wheezing but not moving much. The whole tavern erupts and cheers and shouts. One gambler yells, "Stone fist by chokehold, pay up, bastards!" Blade 3's turn. He misses. Back to the first one. He hits again. 2 more damage, so that puts me at 11 minus 5 is 6 minus 2 is 4. Shit. Alright. Roll iron headbutt on. Skull slams into his already scarred mouth, splitting it wider. His head jerks back, teeth and blood spraying across the bar. He misses, and he misses. I will go. Argue with this motherfucker. Here. 17 on the roll. Max damage. You yank Scarlip in close, knuckle dusters gleaming. With a roar, you drive your fist through his face like hammer through rotted wood. His jaw shatters, teeth and blood spraying in a grisly arc. His body goes limp before it even hits the floor, collapsing in a heap at your boots. The whole tavern erupts in chaos. Ambush screaming, mugs slamming, coins flying as bets are paid out. Someone yells, "Stonefist just killed the boss at this lot." The blade choking on glass wheezes in terror, scrambling backwards. The last one, dagger in hand, stares at you. Eyes wide, sweat pouring down his temple. His blade trembles. You've got one standing, one crawling, and a tavern full of witnesses chanting your name. One standing, one crawling. It says turn on the last guy. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the... Let's just do number one. All right. The gamblers start pounding on the table as you turn, eyes locked on the last blade. He stumbles back a step, dagger shaking in his grip. No, stay back, Stonefist. Doesn't matter. You're already moving. Rage driving you forward. Fists ready to finish the job. Roll your attack with 6 to hit. All right, so that is a 8 on the roll. This will pass him. I missed. All right, slamming into the timber pot close behind him. You're just a crazy drunk, he lashes out, and he misses. Blade slices air nowhere close, his hands shaking too close to land a blow. All right. Finally. 17 to hit. This connects dead center with the skull. Sound is like a melon bursting. Head snaps back, body jerking once before crumpling in a heap on your edge of boots. Blood spills across the floorboards, dagger clattering free. Oh, grab my last spear. This in the game after this third fear spell. This is going to be a short running, so I just needed to get my fourth stream in a month. Milestone, and we'll return next time we play for a full stream. All right, tavern explodes. Cheers and laughter. The gamblers are on their feet, throwing coin into the air. Someone yells, "Stonefist." The blades are not, but splinters now. The barkeep doesn't share the joy. She glares over the bar, seeing a scarred face, stone cold voice. Has 3 bodies on the floorboards. You're bringing a storm down on this place, Stonefist. Either you buy a barrel to cover it, or you get the hell out before more come knocking. Surviving blade is still sprawled on the broken glass, wheezing and bleeding, too scared to move. The parchment in your belt still burns against your side, marking you as a target. Finish the last blade. I will finish him. I will finish him and leave a message. All right. You stomp over the broken glass where the last blade is sprawled. His eyes are wide, throat rasping, shallow breath. He tries to raise a hand and surrender. Doesn't matter. You grab him by the hair, lift his head off the shards, and slam it back down with all the weight of your rage. The crunch echoes through the tavern, blood fanning out across the boards. His body twitches once and then lies still. The gamblers go wild. Someone shouts, "The blades are done." Stonefist rules the alleys. Stand over the corpses, chest heaving. 3 more blades are dead. The floor is painted red, and your name echoing through the rusted flagon. Then you grab one of the blood-marked daggers, drag the blade across the wall, and leave a message deep. Let them come. The barkeep stares at you in silence, jaw tight. She doesn't thank you. She doesn't curse you. Just nods once, like she knows the war you brought to her door. Craig leaves the tavern, walking storm. 3 more corpses behind him, and the blades in the dark, with every reason to hunt him now. Where's he heading next? Another tavern, the pit fights, or does Stone Fist stumble across the streets, waiting for the blades to send more? And that's where we're going to end this one. A good little ending spot. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to close that. And with that being that, so you see there's playing with Chat GPT as your DM. It works. Obviously, there's little things here and there you got to keep reminding it. I guess I should have probably done that before I went live and tried to So, with that being said, I think we might be able to squeeze in a few streams for September, like weekly streams for September. I've got a little bit of time off coming from work, so we'll have to see what happens, provided that, I don't know if the guys will be available or not, but if not, we've got this. We can continue this story if anybody is interested, and as always, encourage you guys, viewers, to play along. Let you make up some rules as we go. I'll let you run the game, or take over Craig's character, or even bring you into the game. I can have another character rolled out for you real fast. Hashtag Drunk Gaming is all about the viewers enjoying the fun. So yeah, so next time, hopefully see you back, and see you then. All right.